New Guadalupe Health Center. We got C of O. I'm going to take a quick walk just to make sure everything's locked up before I take off. 34,422 square feet. Courtyard there, all access controlled. Has regular lighting and then lighting strips for events that could be held at night with the community. These three windows here are physical therapy suite, and then these three here are the wellness fitness center. Has its own dedicated entrance so we can operate additional hours separate from the main building. Gonna check the doors here, gonna walk in the side entrance, give you a peek of the inside. We're still doing punch and some odds and ends. Furniture comes next week, but this is a sub-waiting area. The building's broken into suites. So over here, there's administration, records, then we have dental and primary care, then pharmacy, then shared spaces like conference rooms, imaging, lab, and facilities. So we'll take a look at dental first, dental reception, director's office. We've got 3 rooms here they have pass-through windows. So you got soiled, sterile, and then clean. And turn this on here. So there's that pass-through window. They're manual, but they're nice. And so those 3 rooms act like that. Break room. This is where Pano is going to go. Pano X-ray. Got to talk to a physicist right now about whether or not lead lining is required. Here's a lab, you know, where they'll have their little grinders and stuff. We got 3 closed ops. That one's a future one, but we have 2 ready to go that are closed op. 511 chairs, all Patterson dental consoles. Super nice stuff. And then 3 open operatories here. Still finishing up some odds and ends, but the install went very good overall. Leaving dental. We'll go from the back side of primary care. It's basically, you know, it's a clinic, an urgent care. We got exam rooms. You know, your typical setup. We got to get the exam chair here, and wall-mounted stuff. You know, like the scope. They look in your ear and whatnot. Yeah, a bunch of exam rooms. Got a nursing station up there. We're excuse me, still need to put in the nurse call, so we'll have lighting going down over the doors. Pull strings in the rooms. Pull strings in the restroom. Here's admin with 2 registration counters that lead off into the lobby. And that nurse call will have two-way radio for communication. And then a few of these rooms have these fancy exam lights. I guess those are the Cadillac of exam lights. They really like those. And then we got break room. Nurses team room will have, I think, 8 workstations in there, and then another nurse station back here. We'll go out this way and go to imaging. Not imaging, pharmacy. We're going to go to the back side of pharmacy. We have a registration back here for staff to pick up beds. So that's the idea there. This goes into their break room. Have a table here, printer here, and this goes into dispensing. That's a sub-waiting. So we got dispensing here. It's got its own HVAC in addition to the building HVAC. We're setting up the cameras. We'll have the, you know, shelves and stuff here. A access controlled med vault, and then you got 3 registration counters to the lobby. The pharmacist loves this layout. Per the Arizona code, there's some language in there about the pharmacist has to be able to hear and see stuff at the registration counter. So we got this space laid out correctly for the pharmacist. We'll go over to imaging and lab now. So sub waiting again off the lobby. This is lab. You got blood draw, and then this is where, you know, all the equipment will go, all the fancy schmancy stuff, and then we got this modular workstation coming here that'll all be powered and networked. And then lab is back here. Registration. So we're going to go with a mobile unit for now, but in the future, this is where we're going to build the space out and have a nice, huge X-ray machine. We'll have to redo a bunch of structure in the ceiling, lead line this whole place, build out a changing area. We got plumbing for a sink. So that's the imaging suite. We'll go over to facilities and supply, and then out to the lobby. Okay. Glasses only have a certain amount of time of recording. Let me check this door real quick. This is property supply. Not sure exactly on the operation. It's going to depend on the occupancy, right? So then we have custodial services here, and a break room here. This is kind of nice because it's facilities right here. Break room, facilities. They're going to love that. 2 conference rooms, dividable. There's an operable partition here. Right off the courtyard. Beautiful courtyard. All access controlled. There's going to be a shrine there for the community. IT data closet. Orange is for cameras. And then here's the lobby. It's fantastic. Let's check to make sure these are closed or locked. Yes, right. Dang it. I gotta get the key for that. That's not good. Okay. But these are the obviously the reception counters, but this one's security over here. Very nice. Very nice what they got going on here. We got furniture coming next week. I don't know if I mentioned that, but gonna have a bunch of seating here and high tops, 3 registration counters for the pharmacy, 2 for the clinic, and here's physical therapy. Physical therapy, they're finishing the Mondo floor, but you got traditional healers over there, treatment rooms over there, podiatry in the back with an exam light. I gotta get a washer and dryer for the soils room. Gotta get ice machine, and obviously all the equipment. A bunch of tables and stuff, exam tables. Physical therapy, very nice. And then this, you know, looks down the hallway back to where we started. So I'm gonna just check the other doors real quick, get this front door secured, and then take a look at the generator. While making the round, here's the IT space in the server room, MDF, where all the telecom comes in. It's got its own dedicated, you know, that's pretty standard. We got Cox Communication coming in here. We got fiber and copper backbone, plenty of strands. And then we're gonna send secondary from here all the way across the, to the next building across the street. We have all that underground already in. There's a big 6x6 vault out back. Yeah, pretty good space for IT. All right, I think that's it. So, putting an expansion here. Unlock this gate. Okay, so expansion here, 6,000 square feet for community nursing. That's why the, you know, the metal panels aren't on there. But we're going to cut this curb back, get rid of this turnout. This starts next week. It's basically going to go, well, you can see where the panels end. That'll be for the community nursing program. This is all staff parking. It'll later have a access controlled gate, vehicle gate, ped gate, and full fence around to match the wrought iron up front. Should be nice, and we got to finish the landscaping and whatnot. And then here we got the generator. It'll power the entire building. 1250 kV, and massive. They were out here yesterday fine-tuning it, had it running, and there's the electrical room, mechanical room, softeners, water heaters. Yeah, so that's staff patio. That's the health center. You can kind of see this whole lot was at basically street level, and the amount of fill. I mean, look how high up we are. It's pretty cool. Then lastly, I don't know if I mentioned, but we're doing solar on the canopies here. We've got a project starting separate from this. This is all pre-piped, and it's going to have a battery backup right next to the generator. So that's it for now. Adios.